Hello, I'm Helen Gibson, and for a long time, people have been telling me to speak my truth. So last night, not last night, yeah, last night, I got down and wrote some stuff. So I thought I would read it. I have no idea whether this will be what I post, but I'm testing out a new microphone, and I also want to just see how it goes. So this is what I wrote. So whether I after doing this I decide to write my truth rather than speak my truth. Speaking my truth. What is my truth? Is this the thing I know to be true? Is it the truths that I believe? What is my truth? Here goes. We are particles in a vast expanse. I choose to believe that I was created, that humanity was formed. We are particles of energy put together in a certain way. I perceive that creation as human, which is what I have been told and accept as a truthful description. I know less than some, more than others, and not nearly enough to know everything. That being said, I believe that access to everything is possible. I also believe that all things are possible, but I'll delve into that later. The reason I believe that we have access to everything is that we are part of the whole, part of everything. Past, present, and future are now. We are living embodiments of all that has passed here, now, in this present, which is carried forward into the future. Time is a human construct for us to make sense and organise. If we take away our current perception of time, all that remains is now. The symbol for eternity is a continuum with no beginning and no end. Therefore, it is now. We accept that there is a past because we have ancestors and we have a living memory of some of them. We accept that there is a future because we have a lived experience of our own past, and that nothing remains static and all moves. We choose to call this movement forward and the experience life. We acknowledge that at some point in the future, which does not really exist, that our current experience will end, stop, finish, death. That the hows, whys, wheres, etc. will all depend upon your belief systems. For some, they will go to heaven or hell. For others, it will be purgatory, nirvana. Each culture has its own ideas of how we got here and where we go when we leave here and die. I have already stated that I believe we were created. I'm not looking to convert or persuade anyone to my truth, what I choose to believe. Your agreement or disagreement is neither needed or required. You do you and I'll do me. We do not have to agree, we merely have to respect our differences. So that was the beginning of my truth. I suppose I'm one of those people that like to start at the beginning, you know, start at the very beginning. um, and this led me onto ancestral lineage, and I've been trying to connect with my ancestors um, for some time now. I've always been told that they're with me, but reincarnation and ancestors and things like that, and the spirit world. I know that there is more to this life than this what I feel, this physical. I know that there's something that stirs within me. There's intuition, there's vibes, spirit, the universe, God, whatever terminology you want to put to the things that I'm saying. I think there is a universal truth to some of these. Anyway, I was trying to connect to my ancestors because I believe my ancestors are here. They're all here right now, aren't they? Because this DNA, this physical, this gathering of particles here, this creation called me, is because of my ancestors. So here's me, and the symbol that came to me is a very simple symbol. It's the diamond. So here's me at the top. Then there's my mum and her ancestral line, my dad and his ancestral line, and they just expand because there's lots of different if you do your tree, there's all these little branches off the tree, so they expand, but then they constrict again through time to come back to the beginning. And it's that beginning, I believe, that it was the male and female Adam and Eve. Whether you want to do evolution, whatever you want to believe, it has to come back to some point, some spark. So here's the spark here, the expansion of that spark back to me. So the diamond for me kind of encapsulates that. Although obviously there's just it's so vast, because like, for example, there's me, there's my husband, there's our children, and my husband's lineage, and so it is very vast. But ultimately I see this diamond. I'm not quite sure what that means at all, because last night I really did try to do this connection and to with an ancestral line. And I have an ancestral line from my mother, I have an ancestral line from my father. They're two very different ancestral lines, and yet they also come back to this point. So that for me is my first little video here now, while I sit and test my new mic that my daughter gave me, and share that particular aspect of speaking my truth. Spiritually, I find my foundation is in biblical scripture, Old Testament, New Testament, and I have a lot of fear about being wrong in my spiritual endeavours, because I don't want to go to hell, I don't want to go to purgatory, I don't want to do those things, just don't. But I'm not sure that fear is the reason to continue to stay with something. My life now, my spiritual life, is about love, sharing love, living love. I'm in a place of deeply trying to, in every situation, and I don't always achieve this, is to breathe and ask myself, what is the most loving response I can give? What would love do here? That's my root, that's my spirit, that's my core. The healing, the energy, anything that I do from that place of love. And that is my truth. And that is my continual journey to truth, to love, to connect with my spirit. As I said, my foundation is in the Bible. And it says in the Bible, and this is, I suppose this links together with this, it says in the Bible, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. And it tells you that the kingdom of heaven is within. So within me is the kingdom of heaven. Within me is all things. Within me are my spiritual, not my spiritual, but my physical ancestors. And I carry their trauma, I carry their love, their hope, their aspirations, their genes, their colour, how I look. Within every molecule of my being is that connection to my ancestors, which is ultimately the connection to creation itself from that diamond. Outside of that, I'm not really sure what's going on. I believe in a creator, that spark, that point of creation, that burst of energy, that one that made all. I believe truly in that. God, Allah, Buddha, I'm not really interested in what you want to call him, her, it. I just know it exists, and that's the truth for me. I have too many experiences in my life that I'm not going to go into here, of that energy, that spirit, that spark working in my life, shining, emanating from me. I call that spark love. No doubt there's other words for it, and other dimensions and other levels of consciousness and all of those sort of things. But right here, right now, all things are possible, and it is with love. So yeah, that's the diamond, my diamond connection to within, without, and as within, as without, that whole expansive, again, that infinity, we go in, we come out, it's all connected, we're all just vibrating particles, and so that's why we can know everything. I haven't yet figured it out, and this wonderment inside here, oh my gosh, I'm angry with myself actually, because I know the power of this in here to heal, to heal my ancestral lineage, to heal my body, to heal the world. And I just die. It's like just there, and it's fear. There's another thing, that fear stops me from living that truth. I know that's true, and if I know that's true, why am I afraid? If I know that this can do anything and that it's all within, why do I have fear? Why do my fears exist? What purpose do they serve in my life? I ask that of my clients regularly, when they talk, when I'm with them. What purpose does whatever it is serve? What purpose does it serve? What does it give you? It's not positive, it's not negative, it just is. What purpose does it serve? So this is a bit of a ranting, it's a bit of a first one. I might post it actually, because this is my truth, and perhaps it's just time to get out there in all of this ruggedness. I'm a bit of a rugged looking person and a bit rough and everything. But this is my truth at this moment in time, and I am going to hopefully share my truth regularly with the world if it wants to hear. So anyway, blessings. Be mindful, be careful, be grateful, be kind. Share your smile, it really can save a life. We all just need to know that. So blessings, have an awesome day, and let me know what you think.